Hi, Grace family. I come to you right now uh, with a feeling of deep, heartfelt concern over the situation of refugees and asylees and other displaced people in our community in the current climate. As Christians, we know how the story begins. We know that we are all made in the image of God and therefore endowed with dignity. And we know that at the end of time, we will worship together with people from every tongue and tribe and nation. And we know, in fact, in the middle, that the people of God have consistently been called to care for the stranger, the biblical concept of the stranger being someone who is in a place outside of their first language and culture, who's living in a foreign land and therefore vulnerable. The church is called to care for such people consistently throughout the ages. You may have heard that President Trump has completely stopped all new arrivals of refugees who are fleeing violence and persecution around the world, which is unprecedented. But you may not have heard that he has immediately turned off all funding for refugees who have already arrived, who are recently here, already resettled and in their first 90 days. That's like having the wind knocked out of you, and it directly impacts our partners' World Relief. And it leaves people here already in our neighborhoods all of a sudden without access to what they need for daily needs like housing and food. And so as a staff, we had already been planning to, during Lent, take all Serving the City allocated giving and offer that to World Relief to care for refugees. But because of the fast-moving, changing news, we are moving up our timetable starting this Sunday and going at least through the month of February. We're going to dedicate all Serving the City giving to World Relief to care for the needs of recently arrived refugees and to try and stand in the funding gap for what has been lost and what contributes to daily care for people who are vulnerable and in need. So our goal is to raise $20,000 in the month of February, and I believe that together we can do it. I'm asking all of us to harness our generosity for the sake of vulnerable people in our city. And asking to harness all of our prayers together to our Father to defend the vulnerable in this time. Thank you all, and blessings.